1 second. I just doesn't feel right. Okay, good.
Are you nervous about doing interviews? Are you avoiding things because you're afraid? No, I know, this is hard, right? But you didn't choose to have this. This is not your fault. It's a neurobiological condition you have.
To Lele, the day has 26 hours, not 24.
I'm very impatient. I don't like going to the airports 5 hours earlier, like my mom does.
She's afraid of losing her flight all the time, so she has to arrive there like 4 hours early. And I hate it because I have to wait there and do nothing for 4 hours. What the hell am I gonna do?
Para
llegar así para que entonces el viaje le vaya bien porque ella tiene su...
estar ahí como, no sé, 2 horas antes, 2, 3.
I don't want to hurry at the last minute. That's a thing that we fight all the time. I think that this is the part that really I make angry with Lele. The hour to leave the home to go to the airport.
It's ridiculous. If we don't arrive on time, she goes crazy. She starts like being like, you're so irresponsible. We're gonna lose our flight. If we lose our flight, it's your fault. And then we never lose our flight.
The first time in my life that I see the airport empty. The first time.
We're late. Let's go.
With Lele, my relationship is like mom, but also friend. We are very close together.
My mom does everything I should be doing for me. Cooking, cleaning, lunch, everything. Just all the chores I should be doing.
El café, no te vayas a manchar. Toma.
Tengo sed.
Toma, tú tienes que tomarte la pastillita.
No tomo ahora.
No, ahorita te vas allá, ya te vas, no. Ya te vas, cielo. Ven.
I am with her all the time. I cook for her and I am her Uber also.
She treats me like I'm 10, and she takes way too much care of me, if that makes sense.
Lele, por favor, Lele. Lele, por favor.
I've told her many times, like, if you don't have your mom, I don't even know if you could live. Because, like, there's a lot of things that she just doesn't even know how to do because her mom did it for her. The girl doesn't even have a wallet. Like, doesn't own a wallet.
Can you pay for yours?
Yes.
La mia povera mamma che fa tutto per me, davvero. Te amo.
Lele has the right mom for her. She really takes care of Lele. She knows what she goes through. Lele misplaces her phone all the time or loses stuff, and there goes my aunt trying to pick up everything after her.
We're happy. Super happy.
You're happy.
We are happy.
As I got to know her more, I kind of related to her more. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's crazy, funny, bouncing all over the walls.
Lele's mind is very unique. She comes up with crazy ideas on the spot. She'll just be sitting there, biting her nails, and then she gets a crazy idea.
Didn't you see the video with the animals? Wow.
Wait, I don't know what happened with all the animals that showed up earlier. I'm trying to clean it up as quick as I can. So we ended up shooting the video at Lele's house, and there was pigs, ducks, and a goat that crapped everywhere.
I don't tell my mom I do this stuff because she gets mad at me because she knows I'm not gonna clean it. So I always promise her that I am gonna clean it, even though she always ends up cleaning it.
It was 2 days cleaning with another person. You don't have an idea.
Yes, pig, we got a dog. We got this little guy,
Jesus.
We gotta watch when we're stepping too.
The smell like this for days and days, the smell horrible.
It's a farm.
How is it going now? Who is helping you do everything?
Everybody else. Everybody else is helping me do everything.
Who's cooking for you, cleaning for you?
My mom is doing everything for me right now.
And every single time that I feel uncomfortable, the feeling is too much when I'm uncomfortable that I actually start crying now. I don't know, I just have to start all over again because I forgot.
But when you went back home, you were doing really, really well for a long time.
Yeah, I was. It was because where I am, the atmosphere that I am, all that you care about is to actually get better.
I mean, it was, months and months that you were really doing great, and right now something happened. Like, we talked about if you go on a diet and you lose weight because you were hoping to lose weight, then if you start eating in the same old patterns, you gain the weight back. So you were very excited about accomplishing all the abilities and skills, and you were being independent, you were cooking, you were taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your clothing, you're doing your own laundry. What do you think changed?
I wanna get back to that.
The compulsion part is what they do to kind of neutralize experiences or get rid of them or avoid them. If they're not sure something 100%, they'll avoid it. And as they avoid it, that becomes a habit. And unfortunately, it becomes reinforcing.
So the gold standard treatment for OCD is something called exposure response prevention therapy. If you have a thought and feels like you have to do something, we teach you how to tolerate that thought or that trigger sometimes, right? And not engage in the behavior.
Let's say I want to touch this, right? She makes me like almost touch it and like not touch it. And it's so hard. It got to the point, yeah.
It's getting worse now, right? So what are you willing to do to turn this around? Are you willing to go under the exposures?
I probably will cry, but then there's gonna be a chance that I'm not gonna cry anymore.
I feel for you. It's really difficult. It's really, really a hard thing to work on, but it's almost like you have to, right? I don't imagine her wanting to be famous to be famous. I think this was a consequence of this enormous talent to tell stories. I can tell you how proud I am. It just gives you joy to think that a kid that has so many struggles could actually make this kind of contribution.
You're flying out this week. We need to brainstorm some ideas.
I know. I actually have an idea that I want to do, like the vlog one.
I think a lot of times, like, we'll sit in rooms with creators and we'll stay there until we come up with an idea. I can be in a brainstorm with her for 60 seconds and know, like, all right, we're gonna get something today.
It should start in like a boat. Like, I should be in a boat, and the police is trying to tell me, like, yo, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Like
it's really weird because my ideas really come to me, and if it doesn't come to me for a week, you won't see me post. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't go to the internet and look for ideas, or like copy people. I have to find my own stuff.
Most people can't do that. Most people are just copycats. Like, she can go into her zone and like think of something super unique.
So it's like I try everything I can to actually make to be the damsel in distress.
You're gonna be the damsel in distress.
Yeah, because I want to meet him. I want to take his mask off.
Okay.
Where'd he go? Oh, we don't know. He only saves damsels in distress.
Help! There's a train coming my way!
I'm here. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much for saving my life.
You saved my heart.
Shut up.
I've been posting videos for years. I try to post things that are relatable, things that are not only for the audience that's big.
Ooh, you got Rudy!
No, look at it. I think that's on Anwar. That's on me.
No, I got Rudy.
Layla is definitely like a next level scientist on like figuring out what time to post and all that. I honestly don't even know how she figures it all out.
So Lele actually figured this out where she shoots videos with music and no dialogue and more physical comedy, so it gets international views.
Lele really is like the wacky little sister I never had. I'm 8 years older than her, so I'm always just trying to help her out, trying to keep her focused, but she's brilliant, so I let her off the leash too.
Who's ready to shoot all day, bitches? I hope you are. Yeah, look at my face.
Since I've met Lele, she has never stopped, like one day.
I think Lele would have to be the most hardworking person I've probably ever met.
Hey, guys. Hey, yay.
You made it.
Good morning. Good morning.
The interesting thing about OCD is that it's so impairing that a person could seem like they could do anything, but they really can't.
Lele, huele al diablo.
And this starts to kind of warp how they deal with life.
Come on. Hey, ref, what was that? Come on. That's a foul. Come on.
Are you just copying everything I'm saying? I can always tell when Lele's off or something's wrong, but she still tries to hide it.
Bro. I'm so tired.
We had like a break where like we had to shoot without her, and I go back in the break room and she's just like passed out, like on the couch.
Give her like 2 minutes. Yeah, bring some for there.
I started to pass out, and I was like, why am I passing out?
I really can't move, like my stomach hurts, so I'm just gonna go and talk about it briefly.
Yeah. Lele wanting to throw up on set, that's not the first time that's happened. That was the first time it was captured on camera.
Hey, you know what we're gonna do? Go home, get some lunch.
Puke everywhere. I mean, I guess I was too hyper because I hadn't eaten a lot of things, and I went straight to the hospital.
I don't know. It's just how it goes sometimes with her.
I'm 24. I'm 23. Jeez. What do I think I'm 24? How old are you, Anna? 12?
So what makes Lele stand out more than any of the creators that I know is Lele pretty much knows what she wants.
Okay, I'm gonna read you these ideas that the team came up with. And if you like any of them, then we can develop one. But if not, we just do them from scratch.
And when she doesn't know what she wants, you're not getting anything out of her.
So one's like, you're on a double date, but the guy you came with, like, you end up liking the other guy at the table. We could do a school one, like getting asked to the dance.
If Lele isn't in the mood, there's no way to get through to her.
You
There's
could do
no
one
way.
where, like, you bring like a guy home, like, to meet your parents, and like you're really nervous about it, but he ends up like loving your mom.
I've always kind of suspected something, like when I would talk to her, you know, you'll call her name, and it's like you're calling it like 7 or 8 times with like no response. I've known people who've been distracted before, but she's like a whole nother level. Like she went to the ranch, she's had several like counselors, and when they've explained it to me, like it does make sense.
Welcome to the ranch. I've been here, I've stayed here for a month, you know, just recollecting my thoughts, knowing what, like, practicing what I learned in therapy and actually practicing it here.
I went and visited her one time. That was really interesting. I remember that week, like her acting differently. Like she took me out, bought me food. Usually it's the other way around. Usually like she's lost her purse and she hasn't eaten in 12 hours and she doesn't know how to communicate that to you.
This is where I've learned how to cook, literally. We have like a board here, which is like, you know, things to do, like dishes, the trash, like cleaning up, watering the plants.
There's a lot of things that Lele doesn't do, and it's not because she's lazy, it's because it's her brain telling her not to do those things.
We all pitch in, you know, we all pitch in to try to teach her, but she's got to learn on her own too. Because when people do it for her, she never really learns.
The first time I did laundry was here. I kind of didn't know what to do, so I mixed the color shirts with the white shirts, and at the end I had no white shirts.
The time at the ranch was helpful. It gave her time to get away and really focus on making herself better.
I believe that Lele needs a village. And if all the community and her team and everyone around her comes together, I do believe that she will be able to manage this and really enjoy what she's doing.
In order for someone to function and give the best that you can possibly give as an artist, you need to have a support system, not just in ways of handling a schedule and handling whatever you're going to be doing and what your career is going to go. We find partners for life.
You know, Lele is a very special person in regards to all of these different conditions he has. A traditional management company would have been a disaster. When I first met Johnny, what I liked the most about him was his humanitarian work and how much he cares. He's someone who cares about people. Sammy was so rational about it and analytical, but Johnny's not. Johnny's more emotional, and he feels the pain of Lele. They have understood that they have engaged from the very beginning into this journey with her. They have been willing to learn. They have been part of the therapy. They have been part of this process that she's going through. I'm very glad that we have both of them because I think the combination of both of them makes the best of two worlds. They're like a family.
When my brother and I started our company, we didn't want to just be a management company, and we're not just a production company. We wanted to be something that actually cared about our talent that we signed, but it wasn't because we signed them, it's because they were actually our partners, our friends.
Johnny and Sammy, I mean, they genuinely care about Lele. Like, they want her well-being over anything else. It can bring them, I don't know how much money, but if she's not okay, she's not okay, and in the end, money doesn't matter. So it's not just work. It goes way past that.
Before anything, they will put my health first, and they love me as a person and then as a client. They actually try to find a way to understand me, and not a lot of people do that. A lot of people just react and want to just like yell, but they actually try to understand me, and that's why I love them so much, because I'm not afraid to tell them everything.
Is that a hug? Crush it. You guys are crushing it.
I think it's very good for her to be in a place like that. You know, those people, I could see that they're like her brothers, you know, and her friends.
We started all creating, and here we are a few years later, a family.
You know, I think Shots is different than most companies out there, you know, thinking of mental health first. It wasn't a business plan or anything like that. It's something that my mom and grandma have always taught me from the beginning. It's about treating people right. That's why our business is always just naturally, it's been modeled around that, and it's actually worked out because our team has become a family because of it, because we all really do care about each other first, and we're building businesses and everything else second.
What do you think?
You look like a garbage bag. You look like RoboCop. you look like duct tape.
Lele and I were friends for over a year before we started working together. We just had that bond, and I think that bond is what eventually made her think, you know what, I want Johnny to be part of my team. I want Sam to be part of my team.
Lele have brought the attention that, yes, I'm an artist, I have this is my career, but I'm a human and I have all these conditions, and I have to coexist with them at all times, and John understood that.
No one will ever understand that.
The thing is, like, you know everything. Like, if you weren't here, I'd probably be, like, crying going outside.
I know, if you confess, and I know it's going away at least. Like, we get each other. Like, there's some times where she just doesn't have to open her mouth, and I know what she's thinking, and vice versa. You know, I don't say anything, and she just calls out something that's in my head. And I'm like, well, keep staying true to your music, staying true to what you're doing. Your style is so different, and, you know, stick with it. And, and I'm proud of you, and I'm here to support you.
I go to Johnny when it's like business and like moving forward and getting over something. And then for sentimental stuff, when I'm really sentimental and I'm just like, I want to talk to someone. And then when I'm feeling more weak, and he has the good words for that.
You know one thing I have noticed
What?
with you? Anytime you rest and you come back, you kill it, right? Like yesterday, you killed it yesterday at the Bloquea music video shoot. You know what I mean? Like with the, you know what I mean? Like when I came, you weren't. Like I know the difference between tired Lele and not tired.
Yeah.
And you killed it. You killed it those first few. Even though, like I didn't even know it was rehearsal. Like damn, she almost got it. But he's like, no, this is just rehearsal. I'm like, oh shit.
No, I know. Because I also have fun. You know what I'm saying? And also,
But rest. Rest is so important. Because here's the thing, you think clearly too. So even if it has to do with boys, and you're trying to think like, what's this next move with this boy? When you're arrested, you think more clear.
I mean, I'm always like, listen, if you didn't have Sam or John, I don't think you would be where you are right now, because they're amazing. They love her, they care for her, they really want the best for her.
What I've noticed the 4 years I've known you, everything always works out for you.
Yeah. So I feel like the relationship in her career is so important. Right off the get-go, you don't see like there is anything wrong with her. Once you spend more time with her, then you see it. It starts to manifest like the OCD behavior with the checking the pictures, with the checking Instagram, late at night, not wanting to sleep alone.
Pack! Si tú crees que yo te voy a pagar esa puta maleta, no va a pasar. Lele! Go to sleep! No!
All of those little things. The first things that you kind of catch from her are her tics. She does a little something with her head a lot, and a lot of the things with her thumbs a lot. When we can handle it as a team, I feel like the first person that we think about it is Katia.
She's a psychologist of emergency. You know, what another psychologist needs 3 months or 4 months, she in 1 hour or 2 hours, I don't know how she does, but she resolves.
Like, she knows how to make me feel uncomfortable. I would go to her and she'd be like, did you see that video that they made of you, the one that they're hating on you on YouTube? It's so amazing. Like, it's so beautiful. Yeah, you're this person, you're that person. I'm just like, God damn, please shut up. And she's like, you have to feel uncomfortable while I'm saying this to you. You can't just ignore it. And I'm just like, don't say that to me. I know, whatever.
When Lele enter, for example, with an OCD, and she go out without anything, because Katia give her the skills to control the OCD.
What is happening right now that is bothering you the most? Like, what are the...
I have a lot of tics. Like, it's exhausting. My head hurts a lot right here. There's a lot of pressure because I mean, I'm doing a lot of this and I'm moving, and then I'm just like bopping my head. When you hit, when you hit your head, like you're in a roller coaster and you hit it, and you come down because you've been hitting so much the side.
Right. So 2 things, right? One is when you're ticking, just let it be, right? Let it tick, let it go, like address it, right? And the more you're trying to stop it, the more you're feeling now, right? But it's okay because we can actually make it like less if you want to start doing less. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want to try to work on it?
I'm just like embarrassed right now.
Yeah. Well, I know this is hard, right? But you didn't choose to have this. This is not your fault. It's a neurobiological condition you have.
I'm just crying because they're here to filming me. That's what. Because if it was with you, I wouldn't cry. Like you, because you don't judge me.
People realize it's not a choice, and it's not something she wanted, and it's not her fault. Lele has become a master at hiding her tics, so people that didn't know she has tics would not notice them because she incorporates them in her movements.
Like, if you ask me a question, so how did you like the song? And I'd be like, oh, amazing. Like, like all those tics just came into one.
And because she's funny and she moves like snappy, right? Her snaps and her stretches look like part of her normal interactions, when in reality they are tics. So it makes it look like it's just Lele being Lele.
We could be talking right now that I'll be like, I'll do that to like make it not seem that bad.
Like the clip you showed me on Ellen. You look how well you did.
My dream music collab is Shakira. Anything that has to do with Shakira.
One of the categories of symptoms that are very common for somebody who has OCD are different kinds of movements.
It's interesting, but people can live their life as public figures and actually demonstrate a lot of tics, and nobody ever notices.
To celebrate my first song, I went to therapy.
It makes such a difference when the people who know you and are part of your support system understand what you're going through.
Say papa. Papa. If you close like that, it's going to start the tics, right? So let's look at me. You know how when you go like this? And then you start it, it just triggers it. So
yeah, it does trigger because
exactly. So what I want you to do is I want you to the lips to be soft, and you go papa.
Papa.
Look who's here.
What's up?
Straight from it.
How should I sit?
Sit next to her. She's gonna. The hair should go in the other direction. There you go, girl. Yeah. So do you want to finish what we're doing right now? Do it one more time. Yeah. So go, papa.
No.
Yeah, keep on doing. You're doing a good job. She has had a very mild form of Tourette's for many, many years, and sometimes things get more exacerbated or more pronounced, and now she's having a really hard time with her tics. Explain to Sam why you're having a hard time right now that he came in.
I have tics.
And
they're noticeable.
And?
I'm ashamed of having tics.
Yeah. And what is your job right now? What do you need to do?
I have to show him.
Yeah, so we're gonna show him how you tick. So you're gonna actually make it.
No.
Those are very embarrassing to her. So part of the issue is that when she's having a tick, she feels bad she's having a tick, and then she's then trying to fix it, and then it looks worse, and then her OCD symptoms sometimes connect with the tick, so it becomes much more complex.
Wait.
Yeah, that's all right. Take your time. You're good, doing good. So now turn around. What we're trying to practice is Lele realized that some words trigger her tics. So we're trying to work on the words that trigger her tics. So one is glitter and the other one is papa, right? So when she gets she hears the words, she has to move her mouth in a certain way and make some noises.
You know, there's gonna be people that will make fun of you. They will. And probably gonna make people stand up for themselves a little bit and be more open-minded. Like if Lele says this, I might have this, or if I do have this, I've been scared of this, but she went so public. When we release music and TV shows and a magazine cover and all that, all these accounts, everybody's gonna talk about it, and there's gonna be a lot of hate.
But are you okay with that though? Like, it's for me, it's like I'm
Oh,
okay.
it sucks for you.
Wait,
like,
but she's looking for reassurance. Don't reassure her.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? She's saying, is it okay for you? Because she's afraid that other people are gonna think it's not okay. So part of the fear of the comments is not about her. It's about how you, her mom, her dad, other people are gonna perceive her.
I'm like, oh my God, is someone gonna see it?
Right. So what I want you to do in the future as part of her therapy is not to reassure her. Lele wants to have certainty. So she's looking for little proofs here and there that will give her certainty that her career is not gonna end, that she's doing a good job, right? So by looking for certainty, she becomes always anxious and needs more and more reassurance. The more you reassure, the more doubtful she continues to be.
How do we as a team plan this? Last time we did this, it activated, I think, her tics. I saw it. I saw what happened.
Tics are gonna come.
They are gonna come, but how?
It's my genetics.
No, and it's not to stop it in a way.
I like what you said. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
She's working on acceptance right now. That's really gonna be important. The issue is Lele wants to do this, right? More than anybody else. It doesn't matter if we make the time and we work, you know, as long as she makes it her own battle, like she needs to actually commit to doing it. It has to be about her saying, hey, I'm gonna do this. This is important to me. Because it's not about everyone else around it. It's something she's gonna have to commit to doing. She has to find the motivation and the readiness to go.
Pretty sure I'm motivated to get better. I don't wanna continue like this.
So when you have what I want you to do then, do you think if you look forward for a little bit?
Yeah, that'd be better.
That'll be better? Great. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna trigger a little bit, see if we could trigger. And if you're able to not bite the lips or not do the eyes, right? See if you could do it.
I can't. 1 second, it doesn't feel right.